I will answer this question by discussing how my product follows generic conventions of existing music magazines, or alternatively, deliberately challenging or subverting the generic conventions of real media products. Kerrangers base their iconic masthead on the genre of music. Using the technique of onomatopoeia, they have created the effect of cymbals smashing in their text, using lines of black and white to break up the text. Initially, the idea of the word kerrang is a sound which is created when cymbals are played. A generic convention of music magazines is followed here with the contrasting colours of black and white. A contrast on masthead is particularly stereotypical of a music magazine. This image is of the masthead I created for my music magazine, Underdog. Here I have followed the generic convention of a contrasting masthead with black and white text. However, I have made my text to look amateur deliberately. This corresponds to the name of the magazine, Underdog, implying it is in a position of inferiority when in actual fact it is expected to have an element of surprise and come out on top. I have created this amateur effect by using paint splats in my text, showing inaccuracies referring back to its amateur feel. This challenges the generic conventions of a masthead as it doesn't follow the stereotypical trend of a bold and clean text. I have done this purposely to stand out from my competitors, as when on a newsstand it will look refreshingly different, encouraging consumption. With photographing my main image, I followed generic conventions of an existing front cover. I took a photo which was a medium close-up with the artist looking directly at the camera. I did this as it engages the reader and focuses their attention on the main story of the issue. To correspond with my music genre of indie rock, I styled the artist in a checked shirt which is stereotypical code of what my target audience would wear. By using direct eye contact on my main image, this makes my chosen target demographic feel included and they can feel that they can relate to the story and magazine, making them purchase my magazine. The magazine cover shown is stereotypical of this. Through juxtaposition of the main image, the words "Panic at the Disco" or "Anchored", which is Roland Barthes' theory, with the dominant photo. This cover line in particular informs the target demographic about who is the main focus of the issue and what they look like. Stereotypical code of cover lines, I have myself included them on my front cover to create a higher sense of verisimilitude. This can be seen in the same way with the main cover image being anchored by the text "Indie Art", leading to the audience to know what will feature inside the issue. I have also used other cover stories on my front cover to inform the reader what else features in the magazine. Examples of this is the cover stories "Paramore Get Grilled" and 30 Seconds to Mars, Jared Spears, which instantaneously hook the reader by showing what will include on the story, making the target demographic read onto the issue to find out more. As another convention, pull quotes are always used in music magazines. During my research, I found that pull quotes were featured on both the front cover, contents page and double page spread. Pull quotes are extracts from the text or interview, which are mainly a sentence implying what the article will be about, which can be done through a direct quote, where the artist may be trying to send a message to the demographic that affects them. To follow this generic convention of a music magazine, I have used the pull quote in my double page spread to denote this. The pull quote I have used includes "I want music to do the talking, not my past," gets across the crux of the interview, in that indie art wants to be remembered for her music and not her alcohol abuse. This direct quote from the article sums up the interview in one sentence, which also links back to the large font to the on the same page, which refers to the artist's identity. I have developed this stereotypical convention in my own magazine by advertising a competition on the front cover. To draw the reader's attention, I have created the win sticker in bright yellow to stand out from the dominating front cover image. Furthermore, by carrying on the house style of the black and white, it creates a realistic feel to the cover. By using the buzzword win, this connotes excitement, suggesting to the target demographic that by consuming the magazine, you have a chance to win some tickets, attracting the reader to the magazine in the first place. Hooks are a stereotypical code of music magazines. However, in Kerrang, they emphasise its importance and feature pugs in nearly every issue, in the top left-hand corner in their contents page. I have copied this idea to make my contents page look more realistic. Here I have used vital information about the initial issue itself, featuring the cover date and issue number, which is relevant to that specific week. Other features of contents pages. Another stereotypical feature of a music magazine's contents page is the editorial section. I've used Kerrang's format and created my own editorial piece in the bottom left-hand corner, which is featured with a paragraph of writing and signature, which is juxtaposed by a photo of the editor to indicate to readers who has wrote it, which has connotations of realism. Furthermore, to develop my contents page and follow stereotypical codes and conventions, I use shapes to connote importance. When anchoring a piece of text, page, number and a star, this indicates to the target demographic that this story features on the front cover and is an important article of the issue. I have also used a further image of my cover artist India in the top right hand corner, anchored by a page number. This implies that the story is the main feature of the magazine for this week. Stereotypically, double-page spread consists of three main concepts: images, columns of text, and a large text explaining what the image is about. Here I have developed some of these generic codes, but have also challenged some of these. One way I have followed a stereotypical DPS is through including a large amount of text signifying the interview with the artist. However, I have challenged the generic feature of titles as I have used more than one. The No Limits title on the left-hand page represents the artist's opinion on music, whereas the title on the right page introduces who she is. This challenges stereotypical conventions, as most double-page spreads have just the one title. However, I have stuck to the generic convention when regarding images, using both the main image and the further smaller images. Overall, I based my double-page spread on text, which is purposely done to inform the reader by attracting the reader by giving them exclusive information in an interview-style article.